Hey guys, welcome back to 5,000 Miles, where we do reactions and reviews. My name's John. I'm over in Philadelphia.
And my name's Vince, and I'm 5,000 miles away on Maui.
And we're here today to dive in on episode 6, season 4, Invincible. Last episode was a return to form, brother. That was a big time episode, man. Huge action out in space.
So good.
And the headline.
We got to see Conquest again.
Conquest is chalked, bro. He's got to be, right? I mean, I guess there's a chance that he's not, but I think he's done.
Yeah, and Oliver is out there on the mission. You know, he got sucked into the war. We also got to see that really great scene where Nolan was talking to Debbie and they had that whole conversation. Tough conversation.
It was tough. Yeah, man. She really got left in quite the emotional state. And we also found out that Eve wasn't going to tell Mark, didn't tell Mark about the pregnancy. So that's still waiting out there. I don't think we're getting back to that this episode, but who knows? We could. I would like to see what Eve is up to. We all know how much I love Eve. Last we left Mark, he's in critical shape, dude. Not a good situation.
A pile of viscera, I believe, would be the correct way to describe what the shape that Mark is in right now. While he was choking Conquest to death, Conquest was ripping his guts out.
It was hard to watch, man.
Doing a little gut rip action.
Hard to watch.
So yeah, that was literally gut wrenching.
So we will see what the coalition of planets have to say about what has occurred, if they're aware of what has gone on, because it's certainly significant to them what just happened.
We just want to say before we jump into it that we don't put any ads on these videos. So if you enjoy watching these videos, do us a favor and like and subscribe. Come on.
If you like Invincible, subscribe, hang around, check this stuff out. If you like Rick and Morty, South Park, Game of Thrones, all the stuff that we're into, please join us, because we're going to be continuing to do this stuff, and we have a freaking blast doing it. So all right, that stuff.
You ready to jump in?
Yes, let's go. Let's do this.
I can't wait to watch this episode.
6. Yes.
Let's go.
And Viltrum has never been weaker. 50 Viltrumites hide behind their conquered armies.
Their coalition thinks it is strong, but they will shatter before our strength, our devotion, our vengeance.
We will end their atrocities. We will end their tyranny.
We are endless.
This is really cool.
I was totally to see exactly the propaganda going back and forth between the two of them.
Yeah. And then like cutting back and forth.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of this.
Oh, that's that bug. Okay, so there's the bugs that they got, right?
Okay.
They're putting them in the darts.
Have discovered their weaknesses.
That's exactly what Nolan said to do.
We will use them.
They will fall before our armies.
Pride cometh before the fall, guys.
Before our fist.
Decades of planning, of strategy, of patience and unity and hope have led us to this moment.
This is potentially really big time stuff here, Vince.
This is really epic.
If we remain unified against their empire of pain, we will prevail.
We will prevail.
All is ours. Let the war begin.
Damn. Really? The war is upon us? Okay. Shit,
I like
man.
Thrag's got that really nice like fur trim boa. It's very fabulous.
He thinks he's Jon Snow, dude. He's not.
He does think he's Jon Snow. Yeah, I mean, like, a Viltrumite can just punch a hole in the side of a ship.
And Viltrum will retake its rightful place in the universe.
Why don't you guys take a different angle here and just go sit down somewhere and stop killing everybody? Just take your 49 friends and go sit down in a fucking Barco lounger.
You need some CBD toilet paper so you can calm your ass down.
He's burying Conquest or something.
Yeah, or a grave.
Yeah. Either way, who cares? How's Mark?
Yeah, I mean, like, conquest. He deserves to be buried with honor.
Let's keep that covered up. This isn't an episode of The Pit.
Better to stay hidden and wait for him to recover.
But
he'll pull through. We just need to be patient.
How patient?
We need Dr. Robbie.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Months? We don't have months.
No shit.
The war's gonna be there when Mark's done healing. So hang out. Wait for Dr. Robbie to show up.
You were very punchy today.
Ooh. Little
Wow.
subtle.
That was, yeah.
Little subtle Invincible, but that white keeps getting peeled away.
They kind of like a nice little softball, kind of lobbing it in there this time. I like that.
We will deal with your failures later. Crush the Coalition's incursion, and you may yet earn our Regent's forgiveness.
Do you think that's like a bionic eye?
I don't know.
that
He's
guy's
like the
got?
dude from
Or
Harry
you think it's like
Potter.
Correct. And if the Coalition is going to be there, then we can hop off this tin can and make a run for the good guys.
All right, let's do it. Right after...
We just finished this game.
Hope you're hungry.
I hope you're hungry. You could have picked something a little smaller. A lot of that's going to go to waste, I think.
Well, Oliver's a big boy.
Fine. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got!
Look at this.
See? A
Is
little
Oliver
training might not
really
be so
think
bad after all.
that he doesn't need any training? How arrogant could you be?
You said you didn't love my other mom. My real mom. Am I a mistake too?
You're right, Oliver. I haven't been a father to you. But I'm trying to do better. To be a better person. It's harder than I thought.
You're too late.
Well, whatever, dude.
Where are you going?
You can't live in the
We're gonna
past.
go
You can't
cry
live in the
about it.
future. You want to fix this? I'm here right now. You're still young. You want to have an experience with me now? Let's do it. Not that he doesn't have a point. Like, I understand he's in his feels, but, like, come on.
Alan?
Shit.
Wasn't he just saying we got to get there quickly and then they get out of the ship way too far away? Like, come on.
Gonna give you a boost.
What about you?
I'm not really in the mood for him to get captured. I'd really
I'm not
prefer...
in the mood for anything to happen to Alan. He's like my favorite character.
She returns to die also.
I'm not the one who's gonna get shot in the face by an unstoppable super weapon.
Oh, toast!
All right!
Let's go!
Oh, man. Holy shit, dude.
That was fucking cool, man. Forgot about that he was in the mix.
Space Racer. Dude,
Another
that gun
time.
is the ultimate Deus Ex Machina.
He said, fuck this, I'm out.
You better run!
Oh,
So did we
man.
just eliminate
So
a
good.
Viltrumite, dude?
We got
This
49 now.
Isn't over yet.
Dude, that... How much energy does that gun have? That's all you need.
Yeah, what's the origin of Space Racer's gun?
Why is there only one?
We need to find something more nutritious that he doesn't have to chew.
Don't. God said don't. He tried to stop you. It looks like a ball bag.
We need those eggs.
She can't lay more if we kill her.
You gonna love our eggs!
He's been
BB.
waiting here for
Battle
days. He
beast.
refused to do anything until he spoke to you first.
BB.
You promised me more battle, more glory, more worthy opponents, more!
How do you feel about war?
We got one for you, dude.
Let's go.
These are the planets still under Viltrumite occupation. These are the ones we've liberated. It hasn't been easy. We've managed to advance in these sectors, as well as over here, but it's cost us a lot of good people.
Well, that is about to change. And don't forget what he said.
I guess Battle Beast has to be pretty loud, huh?
We can try to find something different tomorrow. Maybe go further afield?
It's not that. I kind of love this stuff now.
Andressa saved my life.
It's a great
she
episode,
and her
too.
people, your people, are so aware of their own mortality that they don't have time to dwell on the past. If someone makes a mistake but works to make it better, they forgive and move on immediately.
Yeah, it's called perspective.
They showed me there might be a way back. If I tried hard enough. We're not a mistake. And neither was my time with Andressa.
I feel like not enough people are talking about Invincible. It doesn't get the credit that it deserves. It's such a great show.
It's one of one, you know, like...
I feel really fortunate to kind of be in the know about this show.
Yeah, so what it does is it blends a bunch of different things in a way that no other show does, right? Like, so it's absurd and it's nerdy, but it's dramatic and interesting and funny and emotional, and it's like hard to be able to do all those things without sacrificing something else, and they managed to do all of it.
And it's got an all-star cast.
And great voice acting, without question.
Yeah.
Grade
yeah,
A.
So people like to complain about the animation, but the voice acting is on par with anything else that's out there.
Yeah, and I think more so than any other time in history, like, people need to get past the idea that just because something's animated that it can't be dramatically relevant. That's just not the case anymore. But I understand, like, the knee-jerk feeling, because I remember that's how I felt going into Invincible years ago. Like, what the fuck is this? Nuh-uh. And then really quickly you're like, wait a minute. This is something different. You know, welcome.
Yeah.
I welcome it. You know what we have right here, Vince?
Well, in any time where you need to go from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage.
Right, and so what we have here.
What we have here is a montage.
Can't show it all.
Look at that. You got Space Racer blowing a hole through a ship.
Showing all of this would just take too long. So just take a little shot to show each improvement.
To show it all would take too long.
That's called a montage.
I'm gonna miss it here.
Aww. A little bonding. Nice.
Meanwhile,
back on Earth, Eve's got a baby bump.
Once, Mom and Paul took me to the seafood restaurant. There was one in there that was beautiful.
He's actually saying he was attracted to the fucking lobster.
I still ate it, though.
I've eaten some things that I was attracted to.
All right, let's move on.
And it smelled like seafood, too.
Mark, you're okay!
Oliver.
You were out almost 2 months.
You killed Conquest?
You did.
No, you did.
This is war. And unfortunately, it isn't over.
It's only just begun.
Our next course of action is securing the gains we've made in the Geldarian sector.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Leave no one alive.
Oh, no, dude. This is bad. This is really bad.
Where is the betrayer? Here.
Oh, Betrayer still got it. This is intense, dude.
This is General Telia. Scramble all available air support and get our defense grid back up.
Invincible?
Oh, thank God.
All right. There we go.
Oh,
There
you
we
guys
go.
are in so much trouble now.
Not a moment too soon for these guys to show up.
Invincible lost his little bug glasses. That was
Nice
pretty
punch
cool.
there.
There's a lot of fucking Viltrumites here right now. So, like, if this goes well, we could get the body count
Follow
up.
me!
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow.
Conquest is
Let's
dead.
go, Mark. Mark and Oliver, dude. Look at that. Yeah, bounce, bitch.
Beat it.
Yep. Bye. Get to getting. Go lick your wounds.
Get the fuck out of here!
There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Seth.
Thanks, Alan.
Way to put that better than me.
Okay.
Mark?
Mark's going bare midriff.
It's a sporty summertime look.
Very Britney Spears of him. Hey, yo. We got all our characters here doing the same thing. It's pretty cool.
I love this.
Yeah, this is cool, man. This is cool.
There we go.
That's an epic shot. I like that.
Our planetary defense network is back up. No sign of additional Viltrumite forces.
Neither side wins. You just lose more slowly.
Someone disabled our planetary defense system, but no one outside our network would have been able to do
It's
that.
that little
It's
fat
impossible.
douchebag.
The mole.
I knew they were going to win, and I didn't want to die.
What a turd.
Thrag's returning to Viltrum. He's going to regroup there. Plan another attack.
Wait. You want us to go to...
The heart of their empire. The planet Viltrum.
Oh yeah.
That's where we need a showdown. Oh no.
Tagman!
Do not tell me Conquest is going to crack an eye.
I swear to God, dude.
I don't even want to look at him.
This better be an April Fool's joke.
I think it was. It was, dude. That was fucking good. That was great.
That's so good.
And that's why you gotta love this fucking show, man. That is absolutely knowing your audience, man. That was so good.
Oh man.
Oh, fucking A.
Wow, dude.
Oh.
Dude, how funny was that?
I was fucking
That's-
hysterical because I was about to get so annoyed. It's like, does anyone ever die, for crying out loud?
So there was so much cool stuff that just happened in this episode, but that fake out at the end has to be the headline. That was so great.
That was so perfect.
So
dude.
funny.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
absolutely right, man. There was a lot of great stuff that happened, and I think like nerd factor stuff too. Like we were saying, with all those characters together, pulling together to throw the ship into outer space. It's like, man, you really do want all your badass characters to do badass things as a group from time to time. Otherwise, what the hell are we waiting for? And we got a good
like
bit
the
of that.
Avengers. We got to see them assemble.
Yeah.
Today. That's so great. So good.
We did get to see it. Unfortunately, it came at a big cost. A lot of damage to Alan's planet, a lot of deaths. But we got to see
something very valuable came out of that.
Yeah.
And that was the knowledge of who the mole was.
Yeah.
And inside information as to the future plans that Thrag has.
Mm-hmm.
And now at least the threat of the mole has been squelched.
Yeah.
We know that Conquest is donezo.
Yep.
And then they alluded to the fact that they've been picking off one by one, other lone Viltrumites. I'd be very interested in knowing exactly how many are left right now.
And you
could be in the low 40s.
And it does seem a little strange that they don't get all together with their limited numbers. They're always just showing up 4 or 5 of them, 3 or 4 of them, 2 of them. They're kind of going rogue.
You got to understand though, they're incredibly powerful.
Yeah, imagine how powerful all 50 of them were if they showed
pound
up.
for pound, but then also you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
They seem pretty cocky, like that they don't feel like they can be beaten.
Well, I mean, like, what if they were all lined up in a row and then Space Racer hits them all with a swipe of the gun? That's
true. I mean,
all of them.
With that particular offensive option on the table now that we've seen that in action, you're absolutely right. if they know that thing's out there, then they don't want to be all in one place because it's a, like the Pickle Rick laser takes you out.
It goes through all of the dudes that are lined up,
and then the end. It's like, oh, wait a minute, what? So dude, we're heading to Viltrum. Wow, and it feels like that's going to happen this season.
It might happen next episode.
There's only two more.
I feel like there's a very natural stopping point for this season, and it would involve events that happen after they go to Viltrum. So I'm very interested in seeing where they leave this season off, and if they leave it in the place that I'm thinking of. For people who are familiar with the comics, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'd be very interested to see what they do with season 5. But I believe the events that we're seeing take place are in like the 70s, around like issue 70. Let me know in the comments if you know exactly what the number is. Yeah, I think there's over 100 issues.
Okay.
I think there's like 120 issues of Invincible, something like that. So they definitely have more ground to cover.
Very cool.
And then you got all the Tech Jacket side stories. Oh, and also in the comics, Tech Jacket is like 1920, something like that. In the show, I believe they have confirmed that Tech Jacket Zoe is like 14 or 15. We probably won't be making any more sexual comments about Zoe or her bush, considering the fact that they have aged her down a little bit for the show. So just know going forward that that's probably going to be off the table.
But what we can talk about is Oliver's lobster boners. That is still allowed to be on the table, okay?
So him being attracted to the lobster is canon. It's in the comics, and it's so funny to I forgot about that conversation, and it was so funny to hear him having like his dad having to have like that like father-son kind of like sex talk a little bit.
Yeah, but your comparison to the Deep being attracted, like having an octopus girlfriend in The Boys, is perfect, man. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. It was really great. Speaking of that scene, it was so nice to see. We had that really hard conversation that Nolan had to have with Debbie in the last episode, and it's just so sad to watch and see all the hatred that Debbie has for Nolan and
all the pain, pain and confusion,
all the pain, and Nolan having to have that conversation and realize that. Even though he has somewhat changed, that he can't make up for what he's done. What a rough conversation. And then we get to follow it up with this next episode of him having that tough conversation with Oliver about him saying that, like, was I a mistake? I heard what you said about my mom. And then him having to have another really tough conversation. But in the long run, we got to see that really beautiful scene of them sort of having that father-son bonding where they're fishing together and they're training, and we got a really great montage, and in the end the relationship is so much stronger now. What a great scene that was.
Yeah, say what you want about Omni-Man and his mistakes that he's made. This season is really diving into how and why that all happened, the emotional fallout from all of it, Omni-Man's desire to at least make amends to whatever degree he can. It's been a big part of what's going on in this season, so it's been cool to see.
Anybody in the comments, anybody that's watching out there that thinks that we're letting Omni-Man off the hook, we haven't forgotten. No. If you go back and rewatch season 1, you'll remember exactly why Omni-Man deserves all the vitriol that he's getting. But that doesn't change the fact that he did something pretty incredible, which was the decision to turn his back on the Viltrum Empire and then also decide to go up against it.
Yeah, and identify more with his human nature now versus his Viltrumite birth requirements, what he was born into. He's turning against that and leaning into human nature voluntarily.
I mean, what an all-time conflicted character.
Fucking great episode. A lot of cool action. We did no Earth stuff, which is fine. We'll get back to that we'll get back there. We'll see what's what. This was entirely out in space. So great episode, though, man. Really enjoyed that.
Only 2 episodes left. And, of course, we will be back to watch, react to, and discuss the next episode. That's going to be Season 4, Episode 7.
And be sure to subscribe to